Welcome to Ynot on the PCT. Good morning. It's Thursday after a quick night in Cascade Locks. I'm back on the trail all day. It's been just like this, just walking through deep forest all day. I've only been walking a couple hours. Yesterday, Carrie actually picked me up fairly early, like noon, but it ended up just being a day of mainly stuff to do, an afternoon of stuff to do. I washed my tent, I washed some other stuff, I repaired my backpack, washed the backpack, just did all kinds. We did a little bit of planning for Oregon, just lots and lots of stuff, because there's just kind of stuff in whatever you're doing. And now there's just, as I'm hiking now, there's just northbound hikers constantly. Really the first view spot of the day. You can see Hood out there, but probably not in the picture. It's very faint with the clouds, but a kind of a nice view around here. Nice break from just all of being in the trees. I just ran into trail magic. It's like 5:30. Come across the road and there's this big setup and pasta with meatballs, and it was really good. And then homemade blueberry cobbler with real whipped cream for dessert. So I have about 3 miles to walk to where I'm gonna camp. I'm very full. It was very nice. So that was kind of a nice experience. And I don't know what I'll do with the dinner I had tonight, unless I digest a lot in this last hour or so walking. I might just be taking a dinner all the way to Cascade Locks with me, but that's fine. It was really fun. Snake on the trail here. Until it moved, I wasn't even sure. Good morning. It's Friday, second day of the 3-day stretch to get to Cascade Locks and to finish Washington. Mostly walking in the trees again today, but kind of along a ridge, and occasionally I have views like this looking out at Mount Hood there, where I'll be in a few days. Not on top of it, but on the side of it, Timberline Lodge. Most of the walking has just been through the forest like this. It's been nice. Didn't get cold at all last night. It's humid, but it's not supposed to be as warm today, which is nice because I'm getting down to like 800 feet or something. Actually, a lot of up and down today. And tomorrow when I get down to Cascade Locks on the Columbia River, that's at almost sea level. It's at like 88 feet or something. So, but it's supposed to be cooler because it's like 97 in Cascade Locks yesterday. It's supposed to be cooler the next couple of days, but only a couple of days left to finish Washington, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm not really trying to just enjoy this and not think ahead, because when I think ahead, I'm getting overwhelmed and scared. And so I'm just trying to think that everything is working well now, and I'm enjoying this, and that's good, and that's enough. It's the afternoon now. I've been walking pretty consistently all day, and most of it has been like this, kind of fairly brushy, not a lot to see, very up and down, like big uphill, big downhill, big uphill, and I'm on the downhill, and really like pretty much no place to like even stop, or it's very inviting to stop and take a break, and humid. It's not that hot. I mean, the weather's not that bad, but just, I don't know. This has not been an inspiring day. I'm gonna end up walking a bunch of miles, but this has not been a greatly inspiring day. Good morning. It's Saturday. Pretty much up on top of the last significant climb in Washington, and here's go across a little bit, and then it's just down to Cascade Rocks. But it was dry where I camped last night, but apparently rained a little up here, and now it's just very, very misty. I'm kind of cold, so I have my raincoat on and walking through a bit of drizzle, and they're just kind of cold wind and stuff, although not too bad, especially when I know that I'm going to be warm in a few hours. Rain, I think, and cold is a lot easier to deal with when you're not going to be camping for a few days, but I think that this is not going to be that long-lived anyway. So today I finished Washington, which is a big deal. I'm happy about that. That's a big accomplishment. When I started Washington, I was worried about whether my foot would be okay, and I was worried about bugs, and I didn't know what else I should be worried about. And it turns out that my shin splints got better and have been just fine. My body's actually done really well. And the bugs are bad in places, but not too much. But I guess the things I didn't know to be worried about were, well, injury of falling off the blowdown, which actually turned out to not have very bad consequences, but I think mentally is still really working on me. My shaking my confidence, and my confidence is still not recovered from that. I've been a lot more cautious, and that's good, but I think I'm less confident, more fearful, and that's frustrating. And I think the other thing that happened in Washington is just, it's a lot less social than I thought. I passed a lot of northbound hikers, but almost nobody going southbound, especially after Stevens Pass, I guess. So it's not been social at all, which has been a little tough. And I think even though I'm feeling good and walking a lot, walking long ways and feeling decently good about it, I'm just starting to struggle a little bit with just the grind of so many miles and walking every day. So I don't know how that's going to turn out. I'm really trying now to just focus on a day at a time and not think too far ahead. Getting the Cascade Locks now, have a day off with Carrie, and then have a little different section because won't see Carrie for 9 days, and have going to Timberline Lodge where I'm actually staying in a room, and then Big Lake Youth Camp. In both places I pick up a box, and at Big Lake Youth Camp I can do laundry and stuff, but I'll have to still stay in the tent. So it will be 9 days without seeing Carrie or Artie. So that'll be different, and then we'll see.
In the middle of a